Hello, friends. This is Math with Mrs. Lofton, and I am your host, Mrs. Lofton. And today we are going to look at 4.2b in the Math Teaks. Represent the value of the digit in whole numbers through 1 billion and decimals to the hundredths using expanded notation and numerals. All right, so let's get started by looking at some numbers. So like we said, we go up to the billions in fourth grade and all the way down to the hundredths. So we're going to make a really large number. So we have 4,000, or sorry, not 4,000, 4 billion, 256 million, 378,004. So we're just going to make it so we have digits. So the first thing that always helps tell students is write a place value chart. And so I've got one set up here. You set it into the numbers, and that will help make things a lot easier. So I'm just going to fill it in, 0, 4. And we do talk about decimals when we get to fourth grade. So if 1 and 2 we get started, we put that decimal right there so that way we get more comfortable with it. And now let's go ahead and let's write it in expanded notation. So if I were to write it in expanded notation, all I have to do is separate it by the place value. So we have the 4, which is the digit, and then we say times 1 billion. Because if you say 4 times 1 billion, well, that is 4 billion, and that matches what is in the problem. Then we say plus, and then we do a new parentheses, organizing the sections. So we have 2 times 100 million. Okay, so we've done the 2. Close the parentheses because 2 times 100 million is 200 million. And plus 5 times 10 million plus 6 times 1 million. So it's a long process, but it teaches us our place value. We've done the 5 and the 6. Then 3 times 100,000 plus, in parentheses, 7 times 10,000 plus 8 times 1,000 and plus, and then this is where it gets interesting. Since there's no digit 1 through 9 in the hundreds or tens, we actually skip it and we go straight to the 1. So we do 4 times 1. And that is it if it's a whole number. Now let's say that we added a decimal. So let's add in 78 hundredths. Then all we have to do is do the same thing. So plus 7 times, and then when that place value is. So that is 1/10. So we are writing as a decimal 1/10. And I encourage the 0 just because to be able to easily notice our decimal point and everything as well. But it could show up without the 0, but more likely than not, it will have it. Then plus 8 times 100. And that is how you set up a problem for expanded notation. Okay, so now let's try A. We're going to try A. It says 3 in the 10,000s, 7 in the 1,000s, 1 in the 100, 5 in the tens, and 8 in the tenths. So notice that the tens does not match, the tenths does not match, and we don't have anything in the hundreds or hundreds, so it cannot be A. So we'll cross that one out. We'll try B. 3 in the 10,000s, 7 in the 1,000s, 1 in the 10, 5 in the ones, and 8 in the tenths. So close, but still not there yet. Okay. Now for C, 3 in the 10,000s, 7 in the hundreds. And I can even stop right there. I noticed that there is a mistake right away. Or you can keep going. It is up to what is best for that child. That one did not match. So we are going for D. But we are going to do the whole thing. We're not going to assume. So 3 times 10,000, 7 times 1,000, 1 times 10, 5 times 1, and 8 times the hundredths. And then with anything that does not have a number, that obviously is our 0. And I look right above. Everything matches perfectly. So we are set. So our answer is D. And that is how we solve problems where they include the expanded notation. The biggest thing we remember is we always write our place value chart. And it is very similar to expanded form if they need to use that for a connection, because 3 times 10,000 is 30,000, plus 7 times 1,000 is 7,000. 1 times 10 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5. 8 times 1 is 8 hundredths. So expanded form is just breaking up into its parts. Place value is actually multiplying the place value times its digit. But we can easily make those connections to help build that confidence. And that is how you solve a number with expanded notation. I hope that helps. And you have a fabulous day. And don't forget to smile and be weird.
Created using Powtoon.